Hey guys, welcome to this episode of the Wrestling Godfatherz podcast. I am Don Mystic, and I'm here with Dirty Don Don. I wonder who that's a spoof off of. Um, you may have noticed that we did not have a podcast last week.
They probably didn't because ain't nobody listening.
Well, maybe, yeah, that's true. But to all the people not listening, if you did notice by some miracle of God, what can I say?
Don't
Your
worry
boy
about it.
Mystic was under the weather. He had to work because the bills ain't gonna pay themselves,
That's goddamn
and
right. And
like
Dirty
on
Don
that,
Don was doing Dirty Don Don stuff. I was
yeah.
doing heel
So,
shit. I was doing
but
heel shit.
hey, 100% my fault. I mean, I was under the weather. I had to work, and something had to suffer, and unfortunately, it was podcast in this scenario. But anyways, you ready to get into it, man?
Yeah, let's get into it.
All right. So the first thing I wanted to talk about, because we had a lot of stuff happen, obviously. First thing is a man by the name of Adam Copeland,
Oh, the rated R Adam Copeland?
the rated R Adam Copeland, because fucking WWE does have the freaking rights to Edge, but they do not have the right to his theme song and the rated R superstar. Although they did have to switch up the "Who You Think You Know Me" part for, I guess, I don't know. But
Well, they very well could have been someone who they do have uh, license over said that part. You know what I mean? Or it could be that part could have been composed in house.
maybe, and
The
and what can be said is that you still get the "You Think You Know Me." You just now Beth Phoenix says it on his new uh
Yeah,
song.
because his theme song is a real song. It's not like I don't think it's a WWE original.
Yeah, but anyway, so the point is, Mr. Adam Copeland showed up on AEW at
Yeah,
a Wrestle Dream. Uh, I think a lot of people saw this coming. I mean, maybe not at Wrestle Dream, but people saw that he was probably going to move to AEW. He wasn't done with his career. Maybe WWE. I'm not sure if WWE tried to keep him, but it you hadn't heard anything about him. They took him off of WWE's roster and then showed up at AEW. This wasn't that big of a surprise.
no. This is uh, uh, this is the best way to break this down. Uh, Adam Copeland's profession is wrestling. People want to be paid to do their profession. So by switching companies, he now can be paid to do what his profession is, which is to wrestle. I don't know if he even had he was going to have a full on last run at WWE. I kind of have a feeling they were moving on from him, not because he's not valuable, but because you can only have so many legends. I'm gonna put in quotations, and not because they're not legends, but just for lack of a better term, legends, Hall of Famers. You can only have so many doing a last run thing, and right now they went with Cena. Right,
Hmm.
Cena's in. He's doing a few months back at the company,
I don't
working
even
a
necessarily
full
think it's
storyline.
think about if you think about it like this, most of those Legends contracts are pretty much as a regular wrestler is making, like a regular top tier wrestler is
Yeah,
making,
but
even
I don't
though they're
even.
like not
Yeah,
full
yeah, but
time.
right, but
So
he
you can
wants to
only have
be
so many of those on the
right.
books.
Yeah, and
I mean,
Edge wants to. I'm sure Edge wants to be in the ring doing storylines on TV, and that's probably the one thing he wasn't being offered at WWE, and he made the right choice for himself, right?
yeah,
Or
I think there was also a level of he wanted to work with his we it's pretty well known that Christian
yeah,
Cage is his one of his best friends.
yeah,
So he probably wanted to work with his friend one more time. I think there was
yeah,
that played a
that's true.
role in it. I think maybe he wanted more time in ring, which he's gonna get
Yeah,
in AEW. I mean, they
I
just
don't.
lost CM Punk, so they're gonna have some time to fill. So
Yeah, I don't see this as a negative at all. I mean, for Edge, this is the right move to make at the right time because he, he's not going to get a last run for whatever reason or a last full on. run at WWE. He sort of came back. He proved he could get back in the ring again. He had some really good matches with Randy Orton, and he launched the best faction since DX, the Judgment Day, right?
Hmm.
And then he unfortunately got hurt, and that cost him time. And then had a WrestleMania match, and then it was hurt, was on the shelf for a while, came back, got to do a show in Toronto, and then I guess they, according to reports, well, obviously I don't know you know how true this is or not, but one of the guys he wanted to wrestle was Sheamus, and they gave him the main event on SmackDown and allowed Edge to, in essence, sign off from WWE and in good light. And now he's in AEW, and who knows? This could be a year-long run, maybe a 2-year long run. I don't see it being any longer than that because, I mean, dude is 49 or 50 already. I forget which. I think he's that old, or was that Rey Mysterio who's 49? Nonetheless,
He's
uh,
not young. Let's put
he's
it that
not.
way.
Yeah, he's not young,
In
and
in wrestling terms, he's not young.
yeah,
He's still pretty young in
yeah,
regular.
yeah. But I could see him putting together a solid year or two in AEW, working with his friends, and I don't see a big deal as to why that's a bad thing. I
Hmm.
did see some online, I don't know what you would call it, clapbacks or whatever, of people being frustrated that he would jump ship. But I'm also like, he's not jumping ship in an effort to, to like downgrade his former employer. He's really going for an opportunity for himself. So
Yeah.
this isn't a situation where he's like, I'm leaving WWE because I hate it and I want to punish everyone there. No, I think this is 100%. Hey, I'm leaving WWE because I can't get my last run there. Plus, maybe I want my last run to be with my buddies, and my buddies are in a different company. So
Hmm.
I just want to end it with those who I started with. Some
Yeah.
very, yeah, it's a cool deal. Good for Edge
Yeah.
or
And
Adam Copeland, our
I just
superstar.
want to throw out there that, like, yes, he doesn't have any animosity with WWE, but like I also want to put out there that this might be, you've heard of a win-win situation. This might be a win-win-win situation where Edge gets to work with the people he wants to work with. He gets to work probably a little bit more to where, like, he just work more, and he probably wants that, and so that's a win for Edge.
Yeah,
You got AEW, win for them. They get a new like superstar that has a lot of name recognition,
a lot of
and
cachet. Yeah,
yeah, and then you get WWE, and a lot of people might not realize this, but they got a farewell like match with a really good superstar who got to go out on his own terms, and they got to take take a guy off the books who they weren't going to use that much anymore.
yeah,
So I really
and
do think this is wins all around.
yeah, and when Edge is fully 100% hangs him up, um, I
Oh,
would not
he's
be shocked.
well.
I would not be shocked seeing him doing things for WWE.
Oh, I
Uh,
wouldn't be shocked either. Like
I mean, Rob Van,
commentary, maybe like definitely like WrestleMania week.
yeah,
Like you'll see him around. I mean,
yeah, like
let's not forget his wife is like, at least for now, still in WWE.
yeah, and that's not even uncommon right now. There's a lot of
Yeah.
one partners in one company, the others in the other.
Hmm.
Um, I was gonna say Rob Van Dam, right? He
Hmm.
he's literally he did that party's part of the SmackDown Raw redraft, and then 2 weeks later he's actively wrestling for AEW. Rob Van Dam's kind of crazy like that, but it's all good because Rob's doing what Rob does, which is he's kind of friends with everybody. He's not, you pay him, he'll show up.
I don't think I've ever heard many people like talk bad about Rob Van Dam.
No, I haven't either. I haven't heard anyone talk bad about Rob Van Dam. No, him and he is pretty much. I don't hear anyone talking bad about him, but he's very strong-willed. I've heard
Oh
him
yeah,
in a bunch of shoot interviews, and Rob is
Rob is
Rob's a,
Rob.
Yeah, Rob is Rob. Yeah, he has no problem going from one company to another if that's where he feels he'll
And
be best utilized.
I want to say this, like I have no like animosity towards this man. He's doing like going from one company to another. It's always good to have more than one company because that means that the wrestlers have a way to make more money. And I mean, at
Yeah,
that, and when the wrestlers make more money, they're more motivated, and when they're more motivated, they tend to put on better matches, and that thus the quality for the consumer gets
yeah.
better. Yeah. So I mean, the
Or
only
so
people,
the theory goes.
yeah, that's why you don't want a monopoly because when it comes to monopolies, the only people who win in monopolies are the people who own the monopolies. But
Kind of like EA Sports and sports video games.
oh, good lord, don't even get me started on that shit. But yeah. So congratulations to Adam Copeland,
Yeah,
Edge,
this is a
whatever you
good
want to
move for
call him,
him.
rated R superstar. You think you know me, Mister? You think you know me, whatever you want to
Yeah.
call him. But yeah. So yeah, I just wanted to throw that out there because I'm
Uh,
happy for the dude. And
yeah, it's pretty cool. It's not a I don't know. To me, it's not a big "oh my god, can you believe" type thing. It's more like, yeah, it makes sense.
yeah, definitely. I mean, I and I'm happy for him. I'm happy he's getting a bit of a bag. He's gonna get to work with his friends. He's and like
Yeah,
it really is a triple win. I mean,
yeah,
and you don't get to see those too often in this business,
no,
and it's good to see. Anyways,
agreed. Moving on.
next up we got
Yeah,
Dirty Dom,
yeah.
but this is not what I would call good news for Dirty Dom. Um,
Well,
so I
what
can't.
could it be?
Whoa. I mean, like, so basically what happened was I can't remember which show it was on, but basically Finn Balor was like supposed to kick a ref, like on their way out, right?
Okay,
And, and that was actually part of the show that was supposed to happen. And then Dirty Dom got a little like overzealous. Let's go that way. And he also kicked a ref, and that was not in the script. And I mean, not for nothing. When it comes to like wrestling, there going off script is a no-no, but hurting or making physical contact when you're not supposed to make physical contact with a referee is a huge no-no. That's a no. You don't want to do that. But so there are people talking and saying that maybe his like him losing the NXT title was like punishment for what happened there.
it could be, but
I mean, let's face facts. WWE have done some much worse things as punishments in the past.
yeah, but let's also look at it. Look, all right. So first of all, um, I don't even know. Did he got overzealous, kicked a referee?
And
Um,
I want to add in there. I think I'm not 100% sure on this, so I don't want anyone to quote me. I don't. God forbid this be the freaking clip that actually goes viral, and I'm
yeah.
completely wrong. But like, I think the ref might have hurt his hand, like when Dom kicked him or something like that. But
No,
whatever.
I can understand that. I also am like some fucking jerk off referee. No offense, but fucking they're of the people in the ring. The referee is the least important to the crowd in
To the
home
crowd, yes, but
and to the.
that doesn't mean he's not
I'm
the
not.
least.
No, no, no. Well, he is the least important person in the ring because he's not the one performing. At least performing that you're vested in. Now, do the referees help keep time and help keep moving the match and safety and all that? Yes. So I'm not saying that they don't do a valuable service. I'm just saying, um, uh, fucking anonymous ass ref gets kicked. Sorry, not sorry. I mean, I guess
No,
maybe
I mean,
Dom should have, I guess, apologized. But like, what are we talking about here? What are we fucking talking about? We like
We're talking
WWE.
about assault, sir.
Oh,
Assault and battery
oh
with
yeah,
a
coming
deadly
from
weapon. Have you
a
seen his
foot.
foot? It's a
Well,
big
besides,
ass foot. Anyway,
besides his 6'2" frame.
this is not a Rey Mysterio foot, all right?
No,
This
Ray's
is a
tiny.
Dirty Dom foot.
A dirty Dom foot. Now, here's the thing, though. So, okay, so he did drop the NXT title at the pay per view on Saturday. So that did occur, but he won it back earlier tonight on NXT. So I
See,
was,
I need to start watching NXT.
yeah, no, I was fully invested because Rhea put that stipulation last night on Raw where if he didn't win it, she said, "Don't bother coming home." I was like, oh shit, he better
Mommy's
win this.
pissed.
Oh fuck if
Mommy is pissed.
she was. Her return was electric though. Her return on Raw last night was just fan fucking tabulous.
Mm-hmm.
That was fan fucking tabulous. Everyone popped. I popped. We popped. Y'all popped. It was great. Anyways, back to Dom.
Now, when you
Uh,
say popped,
cheer.
what is it?
We're
Okay,
talking about
okay. Just
cheering.
make sure. Just make sure.
Yeah, I'm talking
So,
about cheering,
I'm
and
sure
this
some
is.
guys popped in a different way.
Oh, I'm sure there's some horn dogs were like, "Oh, women's wrestling, but
And then some champagne shot out of nowhere.
yeah, and then but most of us were like, "Oh, the women's champion's back." Anyways, so back to Dom. Look, um, could he have been in trouble? Sure. Could have dropping the title at the pay per view been the punishment? Sure. But here's the thing, and I think you'll agree with me on this. Some guys have put themselves in position in a company to where the rules they still apply to them,
But
but there's
not as much.
way more leeway.
Oh yeah, yeah. And
If
Dom,
John Cena would have done that, ain't no one gonna say shit.
yeah. And here's the thing, like even if it was a punishment, like let's face facts, Dom doesn't need the belt. He's gonna get the heat,
Well, but
like one
you
way or another.
no, right, but that's the point is I heard speculation online. I don't even want to name the name of the video I watched because I was like, it is just stupid. But their narrator was like, he possibly could be facing uh, suspension and time away from the company. And I was like, so you're telling me literally the hottest heel WWE currently has in terms of heat, in terms of crowd reaction, in terms of
Dude,
just
every
the
time he talks, he's
my,
drowned out by booze.
yeah,
That's
complete,
how under the skin he is, like
yeah,
of the common fan.
yeah. Oh, completely. I mean, it was
Compare
I
that to who's gonna take his who's gonna take his place? Austin Theory, who like when he comes out, crickets start fucking
right,
chirping. I
right. But
mean,
that's my point is you have the hottest heel in the business. And it's not like he molested anybody. He wasn't fondling anyone in the back. He wasn't
where the
doing
fuck did
line.
that come from?
No, but I'm saying what he did, his crime was getting too carried away on TV to add a
He
little more stank on his character and
mm.
accidentally kicked a bitch ass referee who fell over because he wasn't expecting it. So I mean, like, I'm gonna go ahead and say, like, if Dominic wasn't as over then as he currently is, then I could be like, oh, there could be trouble. Like if this were Ivar from fucking Super Vikings or whatever they're fucking called, right?
Yeah,
The God of War Vikings.
he might have gotten suspended, but
Yeah,
like
that might be
Dom
something
ain't
because
getting
no
suspended.
one makes fucking noise for him. If it were fucking Champa, no one gives a shit. Uh, I know Ciampa fought for the Intercontinental title last night, but
But no
like,
one thought he was gonna win it.
nobody thought he was going to win, and the arena was fucking quiet during his entrance, both times for the contract signing and his entrance to wrestle with Gunther. So
And can I just say one thing about Ciampa? Like, although he's not doing very well in WWE right now, I think that's all has a lot to do with the way WWE has booked him.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Like
No, this is
it's not a knock on him
no.
because
Agreed. Let me
he had good heat in NXT. I'm
yeah,
just saying.
let me clarify what I'm saying. It's how he's currently being booked. At least up until last night. I mean, he got the main event of Raw, got against Gunther. Johnny
I think that
Gargano
had
came
more to
out.
do with like some people being out, but
No, well, yeah, I've noticed whenever they come to the West Coast, it's only a partial crew that comes to the West Coast. They never
yeah.
bring 100% of everyone unless it's a pay per view, right? So, but
So WrestleMania, get your ass to fucking San Francisco again,
again,
because I
or
want to
yeah,
see it again.
exactly. But my point is, like Champa, who maybe they're positioning to put some shine on, right? Because of last night's happenings. If he kicked the ref, I could see a more severe punishment. I could see it, but somehow I'm like, I don't know. On the list of wrestling fouls, this doesn't strike me as high on the list. This is not. I mean, they didn't. And notice, and when we talk about how the rules don't always apply to everybody, JBL literally suckered the shit out of the Blue Meanie, and his only punishment was a receipt from fucking Stevie Richards, right? That was
It
his.
was a pretty vicious receipt, though.
It's funny because I was watching Stevie Richards' YouTube channel, and he claims that was not a receipt, and that before their match, JBL told him to lay in the chair shot. However, I don't know, man. He just fucking brutalized that fool, and it felt like a receipt. Is all I'm saying. So
Felt
long
like a
story.
concussion is what it felt like. But I mean,
So long story short, if Dom is in trouble, so to say, um, you would WWE would have to be massively retarded, or excuse me, massively stupid to that's not a kosher word anymore. Massively stupid to to suspend their
they would
hottest
have to
heel.
be down a couple chromosomes to,
Yeah, shit,
or
shit. I
up.
just
I'm not.
shit.
I'm not sure how
Hey,
that works. Is it up a
well, I
couple
tell you what,
chromosomes
right
or
now.
down a couple
Well,
chromosomes?
I tell you what, right now, if I'm not on next week's podcast, ladies and gentlemen, it's because
You
of what I
know.
just said. I
Well,
dropped the
luckily for
hard
you,
R.
sir. Luckily for you, sir. No one
It
watches.
was a, I know, because the ones they do, I'm gonna have to serve a week suspension due to that
Dude,
comment.
I'm gonna be honest with you. That's nowhere near the worst shit we've said on this podcast.
Don't
So
worry about it.
if people are listening to this podcast, because we got a couple like on like audio listeners, like I don't think they give a shit.
I don't give a shit. They're like these two fucking buffoons.
Or they're like 10 years old, and we're just teaching them new words that they can use
Yeah.
at the school.
If you're listening to this podcast and you're 10, you're gonna get
Mm.
some fur on your nuts pretty soon because of the amount of dumb shit we speak. But my point is, long story short, Dominic, whatever trouble he's in, shouldn't even be that much because it wasn't even that serious of a thing. Ref hurt his hand. Boo, fucking who? So sorry. WWE just made 1 point something billion dollars. They could surely pay for a doctor for limp-handed ref. So I mean, like, I this is such a oh god, this was pissing me off because I'm like, really, we're talking about in the industry where we literally have, like I said, guys suckering each other in the ring, like Blumini and JBL
Oh,
incident.
dude, you know the
I mean, I
worst
mean, I
like
mean, Ric
receipt
Flair
I've
didn't,
ever
Ric
seen.
Flair didn't even get in trouble for helicoptering his dick at flight attendants and molesting people on an airplane. Like, I mean, come the fuck on. This is like way small apples compared to that shit.
Yeah, yeah. But
Literal fucking
but
DX Sean
but to
Waltman
this day,
shitted. Oh yeah, oh you go.
the worst one. You remember when that kid, I can't remember his name, almost fucking broke Kurt Angle's arm and tapped him out?
Oh, and then they
And
beat
then
the dog
like
shit out
and
of
then
him.
and then they
They,
had, I think it was 3 or 4 guys. Eddie Guerrero. I think it was
uh,
might have been
it,
Chris Benoit.
it was
Um,
Eddie. I want to say Holly,
Holly, definitely Holly. Was it?
Eddie,
Wasn't
and
Benoit
I
there?
think it was Benoit, or it was
Yeah,
either
and they
Benoit or
base
Dean Malenko,
and
or
they were like taking turns just slapping the shit out of that
they
poor kid.
just beat the dog shit out.
Yeah,
Now but then once again, that poor kid, we don't even know that poor kid's name because he didn't have a name at least yet in the business, and
and here's the
and
thing.
and what his rule, what he did was he didn't just go off script. He almost took out a top guy. Dom
he
kicked a
almost hurt it
referee.
because he was about to like break that guy's arm.
Yeah, Kurt Angle.
But
Yeah,
here's my problem. Like I think Kurt Angle actually went off script as well because
yeah.
he was just supposed to like
But
there were.
okay, but yeah, but we're still talking about Kurt Angle and some jabroni. You know what I mean? Like,
This is true.
uh,
Like but dude, Kurt Angle went off script, and then he went off script. But like to me, that was like way over the top what they did to that poor kid. They
oh yeah,
slapped his
completely.
ass right out the business.
Oh yeah, yeah, literally, yeah. It was over the top. They just beat the shit out of him. So, but for
I mean, don't get me
Dominic,
wrong, I was still laughing my ass about it, but like, I mean, it was still kind of fucked up.
exactly. But my point, yeah, my long big point is for this story is
Referee
Dominic.
lies don't matter.
Well, no, is like, look, sorry, ref, but this is the hottest heel in the business. Fuck your feelings.
Fuck you.
Sorry it happened. I'm sure he apologized in the back, but there needs not be punishment over this. I mean, come on, what are we doing?
Yeah. You know, like squeeze one of those little hand things, get your game back together, and just
WWE knew
suck it
damn
up.
well, yeah, WWE knew damn well that Stone Cold might have a drinking issue. They knew damn well that Sean might have a drug issue, and they knew WWE knew damn well that Scott Hall had a drug issue, and for the most part, they turned blind eyes to it. You know what I mean? Until
Turn a
they were
blind
at,
eye to the hand.
but here's the thing: they turned blind eyes to guys that were making them money and were crowd favorites. They seem to not have that same level of patience if you're, brand new to them. Like when Sabu got arrested for, I don't even know if he got arrested. He just got pulled over and had some marijuana in the car. He and Rob Van Dam got in a lot of trouble, but they're not. A lot of that has to do with the fact they're not WWE originals. And even though RVD had clout in WWE, Sabu never did. So yeah, their punishment was more than what Dom's would be. So yeah,
Yeah,
I think we're good. I
I
think
think
we
we're
beat
good.
the. I think the horse is dead, and we're just beating a carcass.
Nothing wrong with that.
Ladies and gentlemen, go beat your carcasses. But damn, Dirty Dom's looking dirty good right there. Dirty Don Don. Ladies and gentlemen, my producer is in my ear telling me that my co-host, or the literal host of the show, has gone radio silent. We are working with our backstage staff to fix his audio issues.
Oh, really? Are we? And
Yeah, well, there he goes, ladies and gents. He is back on.
one,
Thank you.
testing,
Thank you. Of
testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing,
course,
testing, 1, 2, 3.
you got the green light. Our, for those that don't know, our producer and audio technician, Alfredo Di Lorenzo, um, did a mess.
Alfredo, Alfredo Di Lorenzo,
Yes, he is
Nunzio, and what was his name?
real fucking
Nunzio or
Italian.
Enzio or what was it? Enzio Amore or
Yeah,
his
yeah,
cousin right there.
could be. They're both Italian.
All right. Although I think Nunzio might be or Enzo, whatever, might be fake Italian, but
Well,
whatever.
you know what? Alfredo Di Viscaino is not fake Italian. God damn it.
No, he is not. He's pasta, but he's not a fake Italian.
That, sir,
That
is
motherfucker is from
discriminatory.
Olive Garden. All right.
You are being discriminatory, and I will not take this
Hey!
anti-Italian
Was I the one
sentiment.
who said the R word? Or
Well, now you're saying the R,
I
R
said
as
the
in, I don't know. It's not really being a racist. It's more like just being uninformed.
truthful. All right. Next up, we
Oh,
got some news
the
that
hell's LA Knight doing?
L.A. Knight.
But
Yeah.
what's he doing? Why is he holding LA Knight? What is he? Was he staring
Did you not
staring
see
at the crowd?
SmackDown? No, he's
No,
holding. He had just signed the contract to be John Cena's
no.
partner,
Yeah, but he's holding the contract. Kind of looks
and
like he's gonna jerk it off. Like, but who's he? He's staring at the crowd. Someone must have said something in the audience.
he's staring at John Cena, moron.
You can't see me, moron, is a long joke to be like you can't
Wait,
see.
is that the joke?
Yeah, because you can't see John Cena. Get
Oh
it?
my god, dude. You're an idiot. You're an
Oh
idiot.
no, you're an idiot for not getting that.
Oh
That's what
yeah,
I was
why
gonna
would I
say.
not get that? Seeing as how
Because
John Cena
it's like a
like is
meme.
just back after what like
Have you
freaking
never
5 years
seen
being
the meme?
away.
Have you never seen the meme where people take pictures of John Cena and it's like, oh, a great picture of me on a wall? It's because you can't. God, never mind. Ladies and gentlemen,
I've
you
not
try.
seen
You
the
try.
memes because I have shit to do.
Yeah, explaining memes. I'm gonna have to get our producer,
I'm old,
uh,
motherfucker.
right,
Memes and me don't get along.
Alfredo
You want me to look at
DeSantis.
memes? You want me to look at memes? Give me some like sexy memes of like Jessica Alba, and then we'll basically I want memes to become OnlyFans, but with Jessica Alba.
Well,
then I'll look at memes.
oh, you know
How's
what?
that?
Then I guess you will. Our
And you know
producer.
damn well you be fucking looking at those memes too. Anyways,
Yeah, I would be. Hold on.
the point
Point is,
is,
Alfredo Di Lorenzo, our wonderful sound technician, has told us to get back on track.
why is our sound technician telling us what to do on the podcast?
Don't worry. Don't
Don't,
worry. Don't worry,
he's
Alfredo.
Italian. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
Anyway,
Alf, don't.
don't think
It's
too hard
me.
about
I'm
it.
on.
Oh man,
Now I've been drawn into the fucking discriminatory spotlight. I'm so sorry, Joey. Forgive me.
who the fuck is Joey?
Joey DePaola, a kid we went to high school with.
Oh, Joey. Oh, okay.
Joe. We know him as Joe. I
Well,
occasionally call him
yeah, but
Joey.
like I didn't know he was gonna pop up. I didn't know his name was gonna pop up on the podcast. I'm like,
No, we're talking about
is he
Italians. I
Italian?
mean, yeah, DePaola.
Oh, dude, I'm
He's
dumb. Anyways, let's move on.
his dad's literally from straight up Mulberry Street, New York.
Okay.
He's named after the 1937 Yankees infield. What a
All right, we are getting
anyways,
so off topic. Okay,
yeah.
so
All right. So LA Knight
LA
and
Knight
and
is teaming up with John Cena at
a
Fastlane.
visible John Cena.
A visible John Cena. We can see him. This one time, we can see him. We can see him. It's right there. Just letting you know.
God damn. The
Anyway,
producer's telling me mute my mic when I laugh. Thank you. Thank you, Alfredo Di Visciano.
okay. Yeah, so he signed a contract. He saved John Cena from the Judgment Day. Whoops, the Bloodline, there, or at least Jimmy Uso and Solo Sikoa, because the only other member of the Bloodline is absent as always.
He doesn't
The
give a
tribal
shit.
chief didn't, although we do know when he's coming back, even though none of us care. Anyways, the point is he's finally getting a push. LA Knight. He's getting the Cena rub that they gave to, which sounds dirty, but it's not. Is he? Can you see him when he's giving the rub?
Well, if you can't see him, I'm sure you'll hear the pop.
Oh my god. The ejaculate, you'll just see like a white John Cena.
Oh,
Like,
as opposed to what this non-white John Cena we got
no,
here, all pale
a much
motherfucker.
paler, whiter John Cena, the Sheamus of John Cena. Anyways, but like the point is, like he's finally getting a proper push, and because their opponents are the Bloodline, I do think that this might lead to a possible match against Roman Reigns at some point in the near future. I mean, I'm not saying necessarily like the next paper. Actually, the next pay-per-view is what after Fastlane is what Crown Jewel. I think it might be.
Mm,
I'm not 100%.
well, hold on. Is Crown Jewel late October?
I think it's early
Because
November, like
oh,
November 5th.
and then that because I know Survivor Series is end in November.
Yeah, I
OC.
think because I was like, I looked at, I'd have to look it up. In fact, there's a guy who's faster at typing than me, who I happen to be talking to right now, who could probably
Yes.
type this up much faster than I can.
Oh, hold on.
Because I type like an old man who's never seen the internet before.
Well, you know what? Our sound producer Alfredo Di Lorenzo is telling me that November 25th, 2023, from the Allstate Arena in Rosemont, Illinois, you will find Survivor Series.
Okay, but we were looking for Crown Jewel.
He said, hold on. Alfredo, Alfredo, this guy, is is very much
Oh my god.
trying to find out about Crown Jewel. Uh, Apparently, the show Crown Jewel will be held on November 4th from
Yeah.
Riyadh, Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. That is definitely going to be on the 4th of November.
Okay, so
And Roman
like
Reigns
I
will
said,
be
early
at that show.
November.
Yeah,
Yeah,
early
yeah,
November.
and I think that's probably why he's coming back now. Like he's coming back around the 14th, I believe, or actually 13th. He's supposedly going to be on the Friday 13th, because lucky show of SmackDown. But
Yeah, he'll be there. He'll say some words and then have
uh,
a few cutaways, and
things
then
will happen.
yeah,
No one cares. No one cares about the tribal chief anymore.
no,
We just
no,
the only reason we're looking is like because we want him to lose the belt, but he's not. Unfortunately, he probably won't lose it to like LA Knight. But
no. But that would be sick. What if
oh,
Roman
dude,
Reigns
that'd
dropped?
be crazy.
Yeah,
That'd be crazy.
yeah. I can't even
Yeah,
say yeah like you,
people
but
would go absolutely batshit insane if
yeah,
like
they would.
LA Knight just picked up the belt out of nowhere.
I know, right? Like, fuck the end of your story, Rhodes.
Well, I mean, I do. No, I do. I think Rhodes is gonna take the belt off of Roman, but like
Well,
I do
here's the
think
thing.
that
What is
they'll.
Rhodes doing right now? Like, he
He's jerking off Jay Uso.
yeah, but first of all, Jey Uso left the bloodline only to go tag team with someone not his brother. I don't know.
Hey man, his brother
And then
betrayed him,
no, hold on.
kicked him in the
J-
face. He could have been tribal chief, motherfucker. All right,
that's my Jey Uso face.
that's your Jay Uso. That's
Yeah, like
racist, sir.
no. And
That's kind of
no,
racist.
it wasn't racist. I was just contorting my face like he does when he gets all mad and goes, "Oosh."
Because you're mad, obviously mad at Samoans. Yeah.
It's not because I'm mad at Samoans. It's because I'm mad at the Jimmy Uso. No, not Jimmy J. No, no,
See,
Jimmy.
you can't tell them apart. You
Oh,
racist motherfucker.
they look alike. God damn it, they all
Oh
look alike, and
shit.
you fucking know it.
Well,
You're
well.
telling me Jimmy and Jay don't look alike?
No.
Really?
And I'm saying this even though I know for a fact that I mislabeled one of them on one of our shows.
Yes, you did, you motherfucker. So anyway, so Jimmy,
Somebody literally told me, dude, that's not Jay, that's Jimmy, and I'm like, oops, I'll just change that really quick so that comment doesn't make sense.
yeah, let me tell you real fast about Jimmy. So Jimmy left the bloodline, convinced his brother to leave the bloodline. His brother gets in big wrestle match with Roman Reigns, is about to win the title, and then Jimmy kicks Jay, and his rationale is, "I didn't want power going to your head." And then
So his
promptly,
foot going to his head is better. I mean,
yeah, well, right, but then promptly, Jimmy rejoins the bloodline. That makes literally no damn sense. So
oh no,
Jimmy just basically left the bloodline, convinced his brother to leave the bloodline, and then just jump back in line with the bloodline. Like, what was all the point of that? He should have just stayed in the bloodline to
Jimmy
be.
may have ADD. I mean,
He has CTE. He's taking
yo,
one. He's taking one too many bumps the old noggin. No one ever accused Jimmy of being the brains of the operation. God damn it. he's not the tribal spokesman. I forgot what Paul Heyman calls himself. The advocate, the wise man. Yeah, he's not the tribal spokesman, Paul
he's
Heyman.
not the brightest knife in the closet. That's what they say,
he's
right?
not he's not even the lightest knob in the doorway. You know what I'm saying? Like let's put it this way. If Jim Uso bought a book and released it for free, it'd be overpriced.
Oh man.
Sorry, I'm
Oh,
doing Jay's dance. I'm so fucking done with this. That's mainly because they're talking shit about Dirty Dom. I saw Raw. I know
how
what's up.
dare they? How
How
dare they?
dare they? How
Um,
dare they?
yeah, but I
How
do
dare
think
they be good at their jobs except for that whole Jimmy stupid like leave bloodline, rejoin bloodline
yeah,
bullshit.
that
I doubt
I
he wrote
feel
that
like they're
though.
just like doing this so that like Jay can still work, but they can save the Jay versus Jimmy match until WrestleMania.
I
But
think I think they did what you said maybe 3 months ago. They worked
you're
themselves.
gonna have to remind me. Like I don't remember 3 days ago.
Well, you said that we are talking about the bloodline, and you said that they had worked themselves. They worked themselves sort of into a corner. Like we're talking about, was it too soon to break Jimmy and Jay up? And it's like, yeah, they kind of got themselves in a hot jam because that storyline literally was percolating through the whole summer. Like that was hot as shit, and they they sort of they had it at a simmer, and somebody turned the knob up and had it at a straight boil. But in order to have this all happen at WrestleMania, they had to turn the temperature back down to like less than low, which means right, which makes it like, huh? So in essence, basically they blue balled everybody,
Yeah,
and now everybody's working back
part of
up with.
me, part of me is just sitting there like this feels like something that fucking that Vince McMahon did. Like
Yeah.
he just threw in some changes and like fucked up the whole shit, and then
Well,
now people are trying to fix it.
well, here's the thing though. Paul Heyman said that we're in the third inning, at the bottom of the third, in terms of the Bloodline story. Bro, in case you haven't noticed, because your part-time champion almost never shows up, uh, we're almost done with it because
We're in the
literally,
seventh inning. It's just like
literally,
the innings
Jimmy,
take forever because your guy doesn't show up.
right? Because Jimmy can't carry the bloodline by himself. Solo works so much better when he doesn't have to be doing the cognitive when he is a
Scary
enforcer
enforcer.
amongst the
Yeah.
group. He works better than when he has to carry the load along with Jimmy, right? It really should be Roman, and then you could have Roman. You really need Roman back because Roman then allows Solo to go back to his role as being enforcer, and Jimmy could be running off, spouting his mouth off, doing whatever, right? Because he knows he has backup in both his brother Solo and his cousin Roman. I mean, and then, but that's the thing, because Roman's chronically absent, you're asking us to care about the bloodline, knowing that everybody in the audience knows him and Jay are they're saving their match for WrestleMania. So right now we're all doing these goofy little dances while both Jimmy and Jay are going to be at the pay-per-view in tag team matches, but not with each other, right? Like that is just the dumbest bullshit. It's like, I'm going to break up the Street Profits and then immediately throw them both into a pay-per-view in tag matches with other people. Like, what? Then why even break them up? Just look, let's be honest here. Uh, LA Knight's going to get that rub. LA Knight and John Cena are going to beat Solo Sikoa and
Wait, wait,
Jimmy
wait, wait,
Uso.
wait! Don't throw away our next segment here because we are going to give our predictions for Fastlane.
No, but I'm just saying LA Knight and John Cena, they're going to be the star of that tag match. And then I cannot see Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso winning the tag titles from the
Stop
Judgment Day.
giving away the next fucking.
Oh, well, then let's get there. Let's get there. Let's
All
move
right,
on.
well we're gonna move
We
on.
love, hey,
Good for LA Knight. I'm
yeah,
glad
good
he's
for you,
getting his
LA Knight.
push.
Good for you. And
I hope they push him to the stars. He
yeah,
deserves it.
yeah, get that
Now
rub
let's
on.
move
Cena, go rub
on
LA Knight.
because somebody can't fucking. Speaking of like blowing their load too early, this motherfucker right here,
Hey,
known for
hey,
that. That's why he has a bunch of kids.
hey, but you got to be doing it to be doing it. You can't blow early if you only got a sock. Ew.
I don't know. I feel like I could. Anyway,
Yeah. I feel like
let's
challenge accepted.
let's start with the LWO versus Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits. I gotta tell
Basically,
you, this is one of the ones that I think is the most obvious. They're trying to set up the Street Profits and Bobby Lashley as a predominant force. You gotta have them beat the LWO.
here's where I'm gonna differ with you, brother. I see what you're saying, and though what you're saying makes logical sense, this is reminiscent of turning people of color against people of
The fuck
slightly
is
different
that?
color. You're telling me the Mexicans are going to fight the African Americans at the pay
You
per view?
can't hear that.
That
Did
is
you ask Siri something?
this is this is preposterous, man. Because look, you know who I
Turn
wanted.
it off.
What?
You can hear that, can't you?
Hear what?
Wait, did I turn? Oh shit! I turned on my fucking YouTube. No, I swear to God, I have like a Siri voice in my ear right now, like going off, and I'm like, what
Uh,
the fuck is that? And
no,
I realized YouTube turned on. Anyways,
no. I was just gonna say they're gonna have me watching Fastlane be like, I want to cheer for the LWO, but I also really like the Street Profits and Bobby Lashley. But I'm scared if I don't cheer for them, people will call me the R word. So, but then I can't betray my own kind. So
for those of
what am
you
I?
who don't know, Dirty Don Don
I'm
is half
Mexican.
Hispanic,
Yeah, half
right?
Mexican over here. So,
Yeah.
uh,
So he has to root for the home team,
yeah,
but
but right, but then they gave me a false pretense because I do like the other team and they haven't built up enough heat to where I hate them. It's just more like
yeah, I just for me, it's like you're trying to build up Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits.
yeah,
It's looking like you're trying to sow dissension between the LWO with the whole like
yeah, it's
Escobar
not
and
those.
Ray fighting for I forget which title Ray has right now.
Ray has the intercon the
Intercon
no the
US.
in the US, yeah.
Yeah. So like it feels like an obvious win for the Street Profits, probably with some trickery.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I feel you. God damn it. They couldn't throw in a vanilla guy in there just so we could get an enemy. Sorry, no offense, white folk.
A vanilla guy.
A vanilla guy.
No.
Throw in Johnny
That's
Gargano.
racist, sir. That is racist.
That's
I mean, it's against white people, so no one gives a shit.
the
But
shit. Exactly. Let's get Johnny Gargano in there. And I like Johnny. I
let's
like
make it.
Johnny.
Let's make it a like what is it? 9-man triple threat 3-man tag team, whatever the fuck it's called, and
Oh,
have the three of the whitest. Let's have
oh.
Sheamus, Gargano,
And
and
Imperium.
Gunther.
And Goon.
Gunther,
Here's here,
that motherfucker is so was so white. He's like hot stepping to Hitler's theme song. I mean,
that just went off the rails. Right there. You, sir, went off the rails.
did
Hot stepping to Hitler's
did
theme
I?
song. Dude.
No, but
So yeah, so here's God damn it. This thing is already a shit show.
fuck
So
you.
look,
Street Profits
well,
and Bobby Lashley are gonna
yeah,
win.
and I feel bad for saying this, but if they put Imperium as a third team, I'll cheer for the Imperium. Because I like Gunther. I think he's fucking fresh as shit. And I like
He is a
the
good he is a good heel.
I like the Ludwig because he walks so daintily. He reminds me of like a Russian ballet artist because he's always like doing these little spins and these little like dainty little shuffles. I find it amusing. Anywho, I want the LWO to win, but I think Lashley and the Profits go over, and I think you're right about that.
Okay.
So we're both on the Profits there.
All right. Next up, we
We were,
got
by the way,
Judgment
disclaimer.
Day
Hold
versus
on, hold on, hold
Cody
on.
Rhodes and Jey Uso.
Yeah, hold on. Disclaimer, ladies and gentlemen, we're joking. We know we're joking. Don't get on our nuts.
We're not as racist as you probably think we are.
You probably think you are. We're just being
We're just being
jackasses.
stupid. Oh man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, next up.
uh, what I said, Judgment Day versus Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso.
Uh, Judgment Day, 100% of the day, all day, every day.
I do agree with that. I think that
Because how can you put
like
the title
Judgment
on?
Day is going for a breakup. Well, mainly, I think it's just going to be Damian Priest that leaves, and then what's his name, McDonough is going to take over his spot. But
Ooh, yeah.
and the rest of them are going to stay together. But like, I do think that Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso are going to lose this one
Yes.
because
No, but I could see them winning, but through count out or disqualification. I don't see them taking the titles off them. And
yeah,
if yeah, a Judgment Day, if they win, they're
I
going to
feel
cheat,
if
obviously.
the breakup's going to have more to do with the senior Money in the Bank like suitcase than like their tag team titles probably. That's what
Right.
I. But
Well, but look, why would you put the belt on Rhodes and Uso? Think about
who
it. Hold on,
the
hold on.
only
Why
reason
would you
that
put
would
the
make sense is if you're trying to like save Cody, like have just give him something to do until like it's time to fight Rowan. That's the only
Oh,
reason that would.
oh, you know what? They also have that little side storyline where what's his name? Kevin Owens doesn't like Jey Uso. So maybe, just maybe, Rhodes and Uso win the tag team titles and then they go up against Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens and then drop it
Shit,
back to them.
you're making this more difficult now.
Yeah, I know. But look, that I agree with you fundamentally. I think Rhodes is like super unstoppable. So he's gonna go over in every single match he's in. It seems like
hmm
I just can never cheer against Judgment Day or predict against them. I roll with the Judgment Day.
So here's the thing. I think Judgment Day is gonna win, but I'm gonna pick Cody Rhodes and Uso just so we actually, because I think we're gonna be like
Aligned on a
agreeing
lot
on
of it.
most of these.
Yeah,
Yeah, so I'm just gonna do it just to be contrarian and
yeah, that's
like
fine.
so one of us can win,
Yeah,
basically.
no, I feel that.
Women's championship, Io Sky, Oscar versus Oscar versus Charlotte Flair. I think Io Sky is gonna keep it. Basically, either that or Charlotte Flair is gonna get it because WWE cannot stop putting it on this woman for no reason whatsoever. So
As much as I want to disagree with you, I was about to say I want it to be Io Sky or Asuka. But
yeah,
I'm gonna take Io Sky. I'm also gonna say uh, I'm really got this like you. I just have this feeling Charlotte Flair is gonna get the title, but I want Io Sky to retain.
yeah,
I
I'm gonna
or
take
at
Io.
least Asuka. Fuck anyone
Yeah,
but
dude.
Charlotte.
At this point, I, I'm gonna I'm gonna pick Io Sky, and I'm going to shit a fucking brick out of anger if fucking Charlotte Flair wins it because there's no fucking reason for it. She's won that shit like so.
She
She's
didn't
about to
even.
listen. The only reason you need to give her more title wins is to eventually break Ric Flair's record, but you don't need to do that all the time. She doesn't need to beat it by fucking 50 fucking title reigns. All
Yeah,
right.
yeah, and
She
by
has
the
plenty
way,
of time left.
yeah, and by the way, Charlotte, Charlotte's so good she doesn't even have to be wrestling for the title. You could put her in programs with other wrestlers, and even if she wins, she can help give the rub, I guess, to say to other wrestlers. She doesn't even need the title. She's
Yeah,
that
and
over.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I haven't been thrilled with like the way they've treated EO with the belt. I want him to book her much stronger. You know,
Yeah, no, I agree.
because I really do. I really like her as a, and I also think that like very soon you might see what's her name, Santa, Asuka's old teammate.
Ooh, Asuka's old teammate.
Yeah, she's part of the Kabuki Warriors.
Oh, I forget.
Well, anyway, the point is she's coming back
Yeah,
in the near future. It's Santa something, or
yeah,
her last name Santa. I don't. I've completely forgotten her name, and I'm very sorry to that woman.
yes,
But she's been gone for a while, so sorry.
yeah, yeah.
Out of sight, out of mind. Unfortunately.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah. No, but I agree with you there.
yeah. So
What's our next match?
next match we got Seth freaking Rollins versus Shinsuke Nakamura. I'm sorry. Seth is gonna win this. There's no
Yes.
reason to put it on Shinsuke. I don't even know why this feud is going on.
No, I like it though because you
Oh,
know what?
I
You
like
know
it,
what?
but there's
You know
no
what's even
reason to
cool.
put it on Shinsuke.
You know it's even cooler about Shinsuke. I love how they're having him speak in Japanese because it adds
Because
a
you can't
level.
understand a word he
Well,
says when he
well,
speaks.
well, true. No, but that adds a level of like a level to it because it makes it even more like, ooh, because we're not native speakers and we have to rely on the subtitles, right? He's able to deliver the promo with a lot of his promos just look even better when he's speaking his native tongue, and it feels like a big match fight because you know when you see these big matches in boxing or MMA, there's no guarantee both fighters are from the states. So some guys speak English with kind of a really heavy accent. Some guys refuse to speak English, and other guys sound like you and me in terms of their English. So um,
Yeah, like because here's the thing:
it gives it a very worldly feel. I like how
when you
they're
allow them to
promoting.
speak in their native tongue, they're more comfortable. Like when they try to speak in English, like even though they might not be that proficient in it, it just comes out as like forced, and you don't want that when, especially in. I mean, yeah, it's bad in like boxing matches and all that kind of stuff, but
Yeah.
in a sport where it's technically half entertainment, it's twice as bad because entertainment is a major part of what the people go to
Yeah,
see.
and it allows and it gives at least to the American sensibilities, you know, it gives the average fan here like it puts some ooh, some on Shinsuke. I think they've worked this very well. I don't think the feud was I'm so glad it's going to his second pay-per-view because I thought it was kind of out of the blue for the month that they feuded and then culminating in their title match last month. But now it feels like a fully fleshed story because they're going to basically, in essence, they're giving this 8 weeks, which is 2 months, and two pay-per-view matches. I think it's being set up really nicely. I love how I love how the vignettes are. I love how right now Shinsuke is just one step ahead of Seth Rollins, and he continues to needle Seth Rollins like you're hurt. I know where you're hurt, you know, and he keeps bringing the family up, even though Seth has beat him up every time he has. I like it. I find it intriguing. Now I will say this: I'm with you, Seth freaking Rollins, but I say Damian Cash is in. And
Ooh,
then I'm calling it right now. Damien's cashing in and he's winning that world title. And that's why he either leaves the Judgment Day or he puts that group into a new stratosphere. And the reason I think this, Damien's cashing in, is because it's a last man standing, which means there's no way whoever wins isn't going to already be battered to hell, right?
mm-hmm.
And you can also get both Seth Rollins over and have Shinsuke prophecy of putting Seth Rollins on the shelf come to fruition because Damian Priest can win. Seth Rollins could get a nice little vacation, take a couple weeks, go back to his home, be with his daughter, hang out, take a couple weeks off. And then you could play it off like Shinsuke really did hurt him in the last man standing match, and then have Seth Rollins, you know, make the triumphant return, maybe Survivor Series, or if you really want to be super fresh, have him return at the Rumble.
Ooh,
And then who he picks to go against is Damian Priest, setting up Priest Rollins at Mania. That would be pretty tight. I don't know. Now, I
yeah,
just spitball here.
yeah, yeah. That would be good. Although I also think if Damian Priest does try to like cash in, like what if like what's his name like McDonough tries to help him and maybe he gets him like disqualified or something. Because I do think that at some point, you got to give like Priest a reason to leave the Judgment Day.
Right.
Like the only two reasons would be one, Finn gets jealous of him having the belt,
Right.
and like that causes the break, or if like somebody screws him out of like winning the championship when he
Yeah.
cashes in. Those are the two that I could see that would have Damian Priest leaving the Judgment Day.
Yeah.
And I mean, I hope he actually succeeds in winning it when he does cash in, because I really like Damian Priest. I like his character arc. I like the fact that they had him win the Money in the Bank. I like his work so far. So let's,
Exactly.
dude, his match against Bad Bunny was a like fucking career maker.
Yeah, that was incredible.
All right.
Yeah, and I'm just spitballing here, but then I mean, I like Fastlane's not that big of a pay per view. Like, you could have Damien cash in Crown Jewel, Survivor Series, Royal Rumble, WrestleMania if you want it big. Um, but hear me out. Don't sleep on, you know, just because Fastlane's not a big name, the story sets itself up, you know. And I because I was thinking about that. I'm not saying they will do it. Obviously, I have no fucking idea what they're going to do. I'm just spitballing here. You could really satisfy three birds with one action, right? Seth Rollins can go over, defend the honor of his family because that's what Shinsuke's been cutting down, right? And definitively make sure he's defeated Shinsuke Nakamura. Nakamura could be proven to be even more of a dastardly heel because he is right. Seth Rollins is not leaving Fastlane without getting hurt. And even though he doesn't win the title, Damian Priest comes in and just picks the carcass clean. Right. So
Yeah,
now,
maybe.
now you have more heat on Shinsuke. Rollins takes a little break because you really want to sell the fact that he could potentially be badly hurt. I mean, they had that whole interview segment yesterday with Michael Cole where he tried to talk him out of the Last Man Standing match.
There
I'm
were a
just
lot of
giving,
people saying that he threw in, like the last couple of weeks. Seth has been throwing in like CM Punk references.
yeah.
I've
Who
heard
knows?
that, like, and I heard the references, and I'm like, they're kind of obscure, but I mean, think about this: what if Damian Priest like cashes in at Survivor Series, and then you have CM Punk come in and save Seth Rollins, but then also attack him because it's his city that if he's gonna come back, that's probably when he's gonna come back.
Yeah.
Um, Either that or like because I from what I've heard, like Seth really wants to have a feud with CM Punk,
Well,
and
we'll
and
see about
at
that.
least at least Shawn Michaels all for like bringing in CM Punk. He's come out on
Sean's
the
for it,
record.
but I don't
Sean
know.
don't
We'll
make the
see.
rule. Sean don't make the decisions, but he's all for it. And the person who is much more prone to making the decisions, like he has his ear. So
Yeah,
you
I
know.
could see that.
Anyway, let's move on to the last
Let's
one.
finish this up.
Yeah, John Cena and LA Knight versus the Bloodline. John Cena
John
and LA
Cena, LA
Knight
Knight.
are gonna win. There's
Yeah,
no reason to have the Bloodline win this one.
exactly.
I
100%
mean,
agree.
you're not gonna have like your one of the biggest names you've had in a long time, and
Yeah,
one of the biggest upcomers like lose to the Bloodline. Well,
yeah,
quite frankly, the two most insignificant members of the Bloodline. Let's face facts, at least
yeah,
right now. Um,
yeah.
and
No,
I mean, there's just no reason this is gonna set up like more matches between LA Knight and the Bloodline once Cena goes back to Hollywood, and I just think I'm really. I think that this is the most obvious like one to pick for the whole the whole pay-per-view or PLE, whatever you want to call it.
yeah,
But it still gets me excited because we're finally getting that LA Knight push, and
yeah,
that has me really excited because I'm a huge LA Knight fan.
yeah. I
And to all
100%
the
agree.
haters who want to say, "Oh, he's just biting off of people in the from like the past,"
Yeah,
every fucking wrestler takes a little bit from other wrestlers.
yeah,
Every fucking wrestler like tries to make it their own. Don't get mad at him because he figured out how to do it.
exactly. The first person I ever saw who bleached their beard a different color than what their normal hair color is uh, was superstar Billy Graham, and then Hulk Hogan came by and took that exact same look and just made it altered it a little so it fit him, and went on to be Hollywood Hulk Hogan. So I mean, come on.
Yeah, I mean, like, and there's just so much people take from other like wrestlers. Stop crying about it. Fucking Kevin Nash,
Kevin
who
Nash, you could powerbomb my co-host anytime, anywhere.
Kevin Nash could kill me, but I don't care. He may be 102. He could still kill me, but still, who cares if he's like fucking like biting a little bit off of like The Rock or Stone Cold or whatever? He's over. There's no reason for the WWE not to push him. Period.
Yeah, no, I feel you.
Like if a guy's over, whether he got over organically or not, who the fuck cares? The fact is he's over. Fucking push his ass.
Agreed.
Anyway,
Push him.
but not the same way that Dominic pushed the referee or kicked the referee or whatever.
Not
Anyway,
that way, no.
all right. Well, thanks for watching, guys. I'm Don Mystic. I'm here with Dirty Don,
Done,
who will
done.
be something new next week.
Yeah, and
Um,
by the way, ladies and gents, watch NXT tonight or record it. Watch the highlights on YouTube. Dirty Dominic will win his title back.
all
Mark
right.
it.
Peace out, guys.
Deuces.